So I'm putting together this video. I saw someone else do it and it seemed like a pretty good idea. It's just going through my thought processes while playing a match, I suppose. Just some of the things I do, some of the tricks, some little strategies I have. So first vid is me and Ben from the last tourney, just Marth Peach on FD. First thing I do is just try and shut down the space as quickly as possible. Usually when Peach is in the air I don't try to attack her. I did there just because I felt like I really wanted to, but usually you just should wait it out, especially if she has a turnip, because the better players, like Chaotic, 9 times out of the 10, if you try to attack them and they have a turnip, 9 times out of 10 the turnip will win out and then they'll just combo you. So usually you don't go in until she's on the ground. Usually you stay about just outside of dash attack range, but never more than 2 or 3 dash attack away from Peach, otherwise she can just control the space too well with her projectiles or turnips, and she'll probably decide to go up into the air and float. Let's see. Usually I try to bait turnips when she's on the ground, because if you're about 1.5 dash attacks away and she has a turnip and she goes to throw the turnip, Marth can go in with a neutral air and jump over the turnip, and the end of the neutral air attack animation can just catch Peach while she's still in lag, and then usually you can either follow it with a throw or a dash attack or a forward smash if you want. What am I doing? Just throwing out random forward smash as usual. What I was doing there, there's a little edge guard trick. Basically when Peach is above the stage still, when she's recovering, I sort of jump up at her like I was doing there, just to sort of force her back so she goes below the stage, because once she's below the stage she's much more manageable to edge guard. You just either have to get a down tilt, or you can go for a tip or forward smash, or you just have to grab the edge. There I sort of messed up the jump from that turnip. Doing some dash attacks, or dash dances rather. Ben's going a bit happy with the down smash. Must be just a bit rusty. There I tried to shut it down the space again as quickly as I could. When I get down smashed I sort of tend to just hold up and hope for the best. I wasn't really sure what I was going for there. Yeah, when Peach doesn't have many recovery options once she's like grabbed the ledge, so I just sort of stand there and wait for her to pop up, and usually they either shield as soon as they get up expecting a forward smash, or they side dodge expecting a forward smash or a grab. So I just wait for the shield or the side dodge and then go for a grab afterwards. What was I doing this match? I don't really know. Just sort of trying to feel it out. Then I got a lucky shield poke. It probably wasn't the best option to jump up and go for a neutral there against Peach. She can just shield grab and throw you back out. Oh yeah, forward throw, wave dash forward, F smash. There, couldn't quite push him back enough. Ben, I feel. Trying to go for the forward B to up tilt. Back throw, wave dash, forward smash. Not really a good tactic, but it worked. I think the next match is a little bit better. Yeah, so you start off dash across while they're still drawing a turnip, trying to close the space. Get a little dash attack. There, baited the grab. Just basically waited there until they either drew a turnip or started floating to go for a death attack. Whatever I did. That was just a fluke crouch cancel. That's not really a strategy, that's just more of a reaction that's imprinted in my brain. Again, just waiting, baiting, back throw, forward smash again. Ben trying to go for a down smash there. Was about to go for a grab, but Ben got one out and almost killed me, but just missed the sweet spot on the up B. Just waiting. I was trying to wait for him to go back and just start floating, so I had a chance to get up. There. Just waiting for the turn up, waiting for the turn up. Random back. Yeah. Dash dancing is very useful against Peach. It's pretty slow, so Captain Falcon, Marth, Fox, Falco, Sheik, all very good dash dancers against Peach. Especially Captain Falcon. It's pretty much his only option against her. Randomly caught the turnip. Was going for the jump over the top of the turnip for neutral there, but accidentally caught it. Just trying to shut down the distance as quickly as I can. I use neutral air a lot as an approach because it goes through a lot of Peach's stuff. It goes through turnips. There. I think that was meant to be a wave dash to forward B, but I accidentally jumped. Forward throw, sometimes if you do a forward throw and they DI into you, that usually means they're scared of a tipper. So you can either go for just a non-tipper forward smash if you want, or you can go for another grab, and usually you can get 2 or 3 grabs out of it before they start to, you know, pick up and start DIing away. There, he did the dodge, I was waiting for it. Got a lucky tipper. Here I'm sort of, I was going out there to try and, I'll replay it. I was going out there to try and just sort of force him to retreat with his up B. So I would either force him to go to the edge, he would either edge rush, which he did there, in which case I'd just forward smash him, or once Peach's feet were about level with FD, I would have just dropped back and gone for the edge hog. So been changing to Fox. Thinking of Battlefield, bad. Guess staying. Done this matchup a few times. Whenever Fox is on the ground, I usually just sit there and try to follow the tech throw. I mean, yeah, try to tech chase them when they roll tech or get up, whatever. Yeah, pretty basic stuff. Up throw, up throw, up throw. Miss the up tilt. What a scrub. When I'm near the edge, instead of just going for chain throws, I usually just try to throw them off the edge if I know the throw will get them off the edge. Trying to approach with down tilt. It's good because it's quick. Pokes usually forces people to shield, in which case you can go for a grab. If it doesn't hit, you can just dash away. Good for baiting as well. There, just throwing out a random forward B combo. Normal edge guarding. Forward smash. Just baiting. Just doing random stuff now. Just trying to be tricky. Could have just gone for a up tilt tip on. Yeah. Trying to be a tricker. Just trying to finish it now. Up through tipper. What's next? Switches over to Falco. Dash attack's pretty good for closing space and catching Falcos off guard if they laser too high. You can either trip them up, usually trips them up, in which case you can just tech chase for a grab, or do whatever you want to do. And I knew Ben was going to try and dash away there, so I just threw out the forward smash, got a lucky tipper. If they're on the platform, I always go for an up tilt. Yeah, it's basic combos. The best, you can practice those sorts of combos, up throws and chain throws against Fox and Falco if you main Marth. They're good. Level 3 Fox Falco is good practice for it because they DI like far left and right. After the first throw they DI a little bit behind you, then after the second they DI as far as they can the other way, and then they DI the other way as far as they can, and it just keeps going. So that's pretty helpful. Here I'm just sort of jumping around trying to bait a laser so I can go for a dash attack. Counter. Trying to go for the gimp. It's the tip bar, seeing more dash attacks, going under the lasers. Eventually they catch on, in which case you gotta sort of find your own way around it. Ben misspaces and gets punished. Pretty nothing match. I think it was Captain Falcon next. I wasn't sort of pretty over it at this stage. I'll skip to the last match, last stock. What am I doing? Just sort of going for tech chasing here. Just use the forward B, trying to bait the roll. Poking, hoping they put up their shield so I can just go in for the grab. That's another thing I see a lot of people do. Like someone will just stand there and start shielding, and they'll just start laying into their shield. If they're Fox, they'll just start like naring and into shine and do all that shit. Or if they're Peach, they'll just try and dash attack them. Usually I just sort of, like, if they're coming up off the edge, or if I'm sort of jumping in towards them and they start to shield, I basically just do one attack and then wait, and if they're still shielding, like I wait probably half a second, and if they're still shielding after that, I'll go in for a grab because I know they're just going to keep on shielding. Or usually if they don't, that's usually what the better players do. They just sort of hold their shield instead of side dodging or rolling. But yeah, just sort of keep an eye out for that. Don't really just sort of go like jab, down tilt, jab, down tilt. That's what I used to do. And then I just sort of dash around and wait for them to come out of their shield. Just gotta react to it faster. Can't really think of anything else at the moment, so that'll do for now, I suppose.